Do you have any advice for young women that are trying to get into this music industry?
Well, I don't really have any specific direct advice because I don't. But you can't. It's kind of difficult to give accurate advice without knowing the insight of the other side.
Okay.
But I have general.
That's what yeah.
Coaching elements that might help out. The first is you got to make sure that you're called for this. And I forgot to tell people that I would have my education, that I was a master's degree.
What?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that was a part of my second call of business.
Congratulations. Education is number one.
Yes, education is critical. Being able to learn and grow
to the youth.
Mind, body, spirit, and soul. And be open to position yourself so that you, one, have a backup. And two, so that you have more to work with than just music only. Because when you're put in a box of just only having one option, then that's how you can better be a person who can sell your soul. You can put yourself in a position where you're desperate and you just make a choice based on that desperation. And you empower yourself and others by having more to offer than just music.
Yes.
Okay, only. So you're using all your gifts, and you have many gifts. So don't just get caught up in one. You actually will be able to obtain a balance, and a balance is extremely healthy for you. Thirdly, well, I remember it. Thirdly, you definitely have to make sure that it's your calling.
Yeah.
If it's not your calling, then you'll be doing like this.
Circle. Chicken with the head cut off.
Yeah. And so don't compare yourself to other people, because your way of doing things and their way of doing things that may work or may not work may not work hand in hand. So that understanding is a fraud. Each person have their own individual purpose here on earth, and if your calling is not to do music only, okay, because we all have gifts and talents. Matter of fact, everybody could probably sing, rap, dance, and act.
Nowadays, multitask.
Come on now. But I think the question is, can you make a life out of it and take care of yourself?
Career.
A career that will be healthy, mind, body, spirit, and soul. And can you also be able to position yourself to utilize other gifts that you may have, in the midst of it? People lose time and lose very important things, because they're chasing something that they're putting in front when it may not necessarily be your front item. And lastly, treat people how you want to be treated, and don't judge people, because you never know who can be a blessing to you, who can bless you, who you might need later, and what people are really about. Because it might not be just money, it might be some information and something that can be extremely valuable to you that you could miss out on because you're wrongfully judging them. Meaning you are tricked by the visuals. They got a Benz, if they got a certain look, if they got a certain walk, a certain talk. So don't let blinders and distractions and delusion and judgment detour you from truth. And the only way you can get that is by praying to God and asking.
Yes.
That's the best advice I can give you. Whew. Goodness gracious.
Jeez.
I felt like I was preaching.